Now, shifting gear to something that did shock the world. A 17-year-old student, Dylan Butler, fatally shot a fellow 6th grade student and injured 5 others before taking his own life. His family has claimed that he was relentlessly bullied and that he reached a breaking point when his younger sister was bullied as well. His friends and family have described him as a very kind person. Police probe, though, is still on in this case. It was the first day of school reopening after a break. In fact, this whole incident brings about the focus again on US's gun culture, as well as what seems to be repeated instances of bullying. My colleague Aisha tells us what happened in this case.
17-year-old Dylan Hunter entered his school premises in Iowa, Perry High School, with a pump-action shotgun and a small-caliber handgun. Before classes began, he started shooting and ended up killing one of the students, a 6th grader, and injuring 5 others who are being treated at the hospital. Now, according to Mitch Mortvet, the assistant director of the Iowa Division of Criminal Investigation, officers immediately attempted to locate the source of the threat and quickly found what appeared to be the shooter with a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Officers also located an improvised explosive device, which was rendered safe by the state fire marshal. Numerous officers from multiple agencies were able to secure the school and verified no additional threats. Dylan Butler, the shooter, also reportedly put up posts on social media in and around the time of the shooting, but the accounts have not been verified as of yet. Now, there's no motive for the shooting that has been released as of yet, but the investigation into this incident continues. It was the first day of school for the students after the winter break, and now it will be remembered as a tragic day in history, especially for the family of the 6th grade student who was killed. The White House has called on Congress to act on laws that would halt incidents like this. But the Second Amendment of the United States Constitution, which states that citizens have the right to bear arms, has made it difficult for any gun control legislation to be passed on a national level. Gun control laws are state-based and often differ based on political perspectives. The gun lobby in the United States is one of the biggest lobbies that exists there, and this amendment is frequently touted to defend the right to possess arms. This shooting makes it the 2nd school shooting and the 4th mass shooting that's already taken place this year, 5 days into the year. It might be a new year, but unfortunately, it's the same old story.
It's only the 4th day in the year, in the new year, and we are already faced with yet another horrific school shooting. And the question that we ask is, when will enough be enough? And that is heart-wrenching and that is heartbreaking. And as I stated at the top, enough is enough. And we're going to continue certainly to call on Congress to act.
So I was working and I got a text message from my friend telling me that he was thankful for me. He was the one who shot our principal and a bunch of students. But at the end of the day, he's just a kid. He just turned 16. He was the kindest person ever. He was there for us when we needed him, and we tried to be there when he needed us, which clearly we weren't there for him enough.
The shooter has been identified as 17-year-old Dylan Butler, a student at Perry High School. Butler was armed with a pump-action shotgun and a small-caliber handgun. Butler also made a number of social media posts in and around the time of the shooting. Law enforcement is working to secure those pieces of evidence. All evidence thus far suggests that Butler acted alone. There are 6 victims, one of them who is deceased. That individual was a 6th grade student at Perry Middle School. The other 5 are being treated at area hospitals. 4 of the surviving surviving victims are students, and the 5th is a school administrator.